Hello CraftDee Family, and welcome to another tutorial by She's So Crafty. For today's DIY project, we'll be creating a pair of plantation style shutters for your home decor. Now, I was inspired to create these while admiring the historical homes in Charleston, and I knew I just had to recreate them as home decor. Now, these are made of solid wood and they can be outfitted with optional seasonal decor. Now, for your convenience, I provided a list of supplies and tools used to make this project in the description box below. Now, I'm very excited to share this tutorial with you, but before we start, I wanted to say hello and welcome back to my fantastic subscribers and visitors to my channel. If you are a new visitor to my channel today and you love to create fun and easy DIY projects on a budget, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also click that notification bell so you will be the first to know when a new DIY tutorial is ready to share. So now, let's jump right into the project. For this project, we'll need one of the 1x2 by 8 foot wood pieces from the Home Depot for $1.18, and I'm showing you the end piece for reference. We'll also need 4 packs of the 1 gallon paint sticks from Lowe's for 98 cents. And we'll also need one 7/16 inch dowel that was 97 cents from Walmart. Now, the first thing we're going to do is cut the wood down to size. We're going to need 4 pieces that are going to be cut at 17 inches and 4 pieces cut at 7 inches. Now, if you don't have a means to cut the wood, the Home Depot should be able to do this for you at no charge. Now, I just replaced my table covering, so I'll be protecting it from hot glue with this silicone mat that the Surebonder company sent me. Now, this mat is perfect to use when you're hot gluing your projects, and it also has a ruler grid on the side, which is very helpful, and I love that the glue won't stick to the mat and it peels right off. So I'll be using my Surebonder dual temp glue gun with my wood glue sticks for this project. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start by taking 2 of the longer wood pieces and we're going to take 2 of the shorter ones, and we're going to form a frame by sandwiching the shorter pieces in between the longer ones. Just start by applying your hot glue to the end of one of the shorter pieces and adhere it to the longer piece as shown here, and you want to do this on both sides. And then you just finally want to apply the other long piece to the other end. Now, once everything cools down, we have one of our frames, and now we're just going to repeat this for our other frame. And here they both are, all assembled. Now, to reinforce our frames, I'm going to be drilling some pilot holes for screws, and I'm going to be using a 7/64 inch drill bit. I'm just going to drill a hole in each outside corner of both of the frames. And now that our pilot holes are ready, we're going to need 8 of the number 6 1.5 inch wood screws for the frames. And then I'm just going to carefully apply 1 screw into each one of those pilot holes we drilled. And now both of our frames are nice and sturdy. So now we're going to go ahead and grab our paint sticks and want to lay them on top of one of the frames. Now, we want to mark a measurement where the sticks will fit inside of the frame nice and snug. Now, what I suggest is taping them all together and cutting them down just a little bit at a time until you get the correct nice snug fit. And here is the fit that we are going for. Nice and snug inside the frame. So now we can start to add our slats from the back side. Now, you want to make sure that you add them in the right direction and that the printed side is facing you since it is the back. And all we're going to do is use a marker for spacing, and I'm just going to put a dot of hot glue on top of that piece, check to see the fit, and then if everything fits okay, go ahead and secure it with a line of hot glue. Then I'm going to grab that marker again for the next slat, and then I just want to place that piece and tilt it at the same angle as the first. And then just apply some hot glue to the side seams of that slat. Again, check the front, make any adjustments to make sure it's all good to go. Now, once we add that third slat, this should establish the nice spacing pattern that'll be easy to follow from now on. Then you just want to repeat this for the rest of the shutter. Now another great tip is to use a grid mat, and this will make sure that your slats are nice and straight. And here is the shutter all complete. Now you just want to repeat the process for that second shutter. So now that they're both complete, I'm going to be painting these white, but you could stain or paint any color that you wish. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a coat of this Zinsser primer, and this is nice and thick and will get into all those creases of the shutters. And now that the primer is dry, I really love how they're looking, but I decided to place on a center rod that is common in these types of shutters. So I'm just going to take that dowel rod and I'm going to mark the rod to fit in between the top, inside, bottom, and top of the frame. Now once you make these marks, you're just going to cut it into 2 pieces and fit them on the centers of the frames. Now to make sure that they're perfectly centered, go ahead and grab your measuring tape and you want to mark the center of the top and bottom of the frame. And then before you adhere it, just lay your ruler down as a guide, and then you can apply a dot of hot glue on top of each one of the slats all the way down the center. Now you want to do this fairly quickly so your glue does not dry. And then just place your dowel right on top of that glue line. And once that's done, repeat it for the other shutter. Now when both shutters are done, you're just going to quickly paint that rod with some acrylic paint, and you just want to make sure you apply a light coat. I could have spray painted it with my Zinsser again, but I didn't want to overcoat my shutters, so I'm just going to brush this on really quickly. Now you could have done this before you painted anything, but I wasn't sure I was going to use it, but once I decided to, I just wanted to go ahead and paint it. And then you're going to add a final coat of this Krylon satin finish spray paint, and now we are ready to embellish. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this elephant gray spray paint, and what I'm going to do is add a little bit of distressing. So I'm going to take a fine tipped paintbrush and I'm going to start lightly applying the paint to the edges of the slats. And you want to add it to the frame and the center rod as well. And now I'm going to follow up using my chip brush, and I'm just going to dry brush on the smallest bit of paint, and I'm just going to put that around the shutter just to lightly enhance that weathered look. Now this will dry quickly, and you can add your seasonal decor to your shutters if you like. Now for fall, I'll be using a couple of these cotton pine cone picks, one wheat bundle that I went ahead and split in half, and I'll also be using some buffalo check ribbon, all from the Dollar Tree. Now you want to start bundling your wheat pick with your cotton pick. Now to secure these together, you can use some floral tape, you can use wire, or anything you have on hand to make sure that these are nice and secure together. And then when you have it all wrapped, just go ahead and clip off the excess stem. Now to secure these to the shutter, we're simply going to use some jute twine, and I'm going to tie the bundle to the frame by just going through one of the slats and securing it around that center rod. And now you can just go ahead and clip off those tails. Now if you want to cover the tie, you want to add a little extra flare, just cut a piece of that buffalo check ribbon, and all I'm going to do is wrap this around the entire shutter, and I'm going to tie a bow over the center, making sure I cover up that jute string tie. Then all you have to do is trim off the tails of your bow and then adjust the bow to the fullness that you like. And now you can repeat this on your other shutter. And here they are, both completed. Now they will look great without any embellishing, but decorating is all up to you. And here's our project all hanging up on display. Now I think that these shutters turned out amazing. Now this size shutter is perfect for a bath or other small wall space, but it can be made even larger for a bolder statement. And I love how you can customize and change out the embellishments for any season that you like. Check them out with these cute sunflowers. How adorable. And remember these wreaths I used in the 6-pane window DIY? They look so sweet on these shutters as well. Now don't forget the holidays. I added some Dollar Tree holiday picks to celebrate this season. Let me know in the comments what you would add to your shutters. Listen, if you love DIYs on a budget, give this video a thumbs up and share this video with your friends. Make sure that you're following She's So Crafty EE on Facebook for the latest news, sneak peeks, and giveaways. Thank you so much for visiting and checking out my tutorial today. If you like videos like these and you don't want to miss the next one, make sure you subscribe by clicking that subscribe button below and turning on that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.